You don't have to worry about mounting it on the microphone. Doesn't fit either. Hashtag new mic. Apologies. Fuck that pop filter. Anyways, we're keeping it swear word free today. We got a good start. Music is transitioning. Don't mind me. I am fixing all my settings because that's what I got to do. You know what we're going to do today? I launched this offer behind your backs last night. Possibly like, I don't know, 2 a.m., 3 a.m., 4 a.m. Who knows? I couldn't sleep that well. So when I can't sleep, I get frustrated and I make money. Not sure if you guys can relate, but it's just one of those, you know, it's one of those things you just have to do. Let me get everything up and running. Roaming. Okay. So I'll show you my ads manager. It's a good start. I don't have a sale yet. I'm just being truthful. Day one, don't ever expect a sale. You can't. It takes a bit of learning. You gotta learn it. But there's indicators you could look at. There's multiple indicators. So, you know, I don't do this often, but we're gonna take a little gander. We're gonna take a gander at my ad account, aka the greatest ad account in the world. So I didn't want to go to the effort of making images last night, so I took some of their images and I changed the levels for them just so it's not duplicate content, and I added under $100. Oh my god. So I basically launched these bad boys. 2 very simple ads. Let's take a look. So this is ad number 1. Let's hopefully I don't give away any vital information, but as you can see right here, sorry, moving some windows around. I gotta make this work. We're gonna work on some more ads today, just because these ones pretty successful. I'm not gonna lie. So another thing happened. The beginning of the ad account, my link broke for some reason, so I had to recreate the actual the link itself, which is never it's not good. But despite that, my costs, my click-throughs, everything, there's indicators of whether an offer is gonna work or not. And this is a perfect example. I know this offer is going to make money at this point. You know, it's one of those things where you just know. When you know, you know. Okay. So yeah, here are the ads. Pretty simple. I took their ads. I changed the levels for it just so it doesn't show up as like the same kind of ad. And I added some text over top, under $100. Of course, we're going to work on some ads today because this is unacceptable. No videos. I didn't launch with videos. You don't need videos. Some people like, I hate using the whole some people, but some people require it. Like in order to launch a campaign, I don't. You can convert with images, and especially when you're going after the hearing impaired, is video gonna work with them unless you trick them with the sound? There's lots of stuff you could be like, can you hear this? Start it off loud and then quieter and quieter, and then just have it so it doesn't show up and they're like, what? I can't hear it. Like, well, you need a hearing aid. So yeah, the offer just well, first let's introduce the legend himself, Grandpappy AI, Patrick AI Isma. He's not even real.
What up?
Bam.
Allegedly not real.
Allegedly not real. He's just an AI voice. I typed it all up. I typed up all the responses ahead of time, so we should be good. But so these ads, it's like typically you're aiming for about a 1% click-through rate, link click-through rate. And you want one? I'll give it you. So let's take a look at the numbers so far. Mind you, we have less than a day of data, and I'm also trying not to show you guys the important stuff for it. So we can see the CPM started out high. This is why the first day, it's always garbage. Don't expect like your first day to just be like, all right, we're printing money. We're printing money. Get the fucking car, you know? Tell your boss to fuck off. We made it. But here's really the indicators you want to look at. So the CPM, pretty expensive. We could get it, it'll be a lot less than this tomorrow, and I'll show you guys the numbers for it. But we spent $32.81. So the cost of eggs, pretty much. If you can buy eggs, you can try some ads. We haven't made any money yet, but like I said, we get $60 payout for it. So It's really tomorrow. I expect conversions to start rolling in for it, and we'll go from there. Typically we expect to pay kind of like sub $1 or like $1 for click. We're paying $1.93, so that's a bit too much, but the first day is always a crapshoot, so you can't judge it on the first day. It's the second day when it's like, okay, we got to change it up. And for the first try, like a link click-through rate, we should be at around 1%. We ain't at 1%. We're at 4.51%. That's one of the best indicators of the offer being good. You know, that's one of the big things. What's your link click-through rate? I can almost tell you if your offer is good or not. And if your link click-through rate's really high but you're not converting, that means your landing page is probably shit. So we'll see if that landing page I made is shit, but it won't be. Day one, like I said, the data takes a little bit to catch up, etc. I don't worry about this overall. I have a $50 budget per day. I wanted to start reasonable just so I could kind of show it as it goes and kind of go from there. We have the CTR all, not the most important thing overall, and we have like content views and cart views and everything else. Like I said, I fucked this up. So at one point, if we go back to the Fox, let me just pull that over top. What was happening is we actually went to the landing page of the offer instead of going to the add to cart when they clicked on it. So this guy who went to add to cart, he got through 2 landing pages to do it before I caught on to it. I had a busy day, okay? I didn't notice it at first, and plus I was up till like 4 a.m. So, you know, I was dragging a little ass. Let's be serious. So at this point, it's like, are the indicators good for the offer? Yes, very good. And I don't expect to get a conversion this late at night, just because, you know, Peggy and Harold's, they're tucked away, you know? Oh, God damn it, Peggy. It's past 8 p.m. Why are we still up? Are we fucking raving or something? You know, they're gone. They're sleeping. You do get the odd like sale from older gen, just like because of the whole like QVS type deal. I always mix it up with CVS, but QVS. So like there's late night buyers. It's also the beginning of the month, so you know what's rolling through. That sweet Social Security. Well, I don't know if it's going today or if it's going to be. I see uplift in all my other affiliate stuff right now. I have somewhat of a Virgin ad account for this one right here, and let's take a look at my targeting. Why not, right? Why not give you everything? It says general because I was like, fuck it, everybody at a certain age needs it, and it's predicting that with a $50 budget I'm gonna get 2 purchases, which that's a good sign. If Facebook says I'm gonna get it, that would be ROAS positive AF. Because like one thing we have to factorial for this is, so if I spend 50 Canadian, so if I get 120 USD to CAD, because my ads are in Canadian dollars, so if I spend $50 and make $159, that's a 3-to-1 ROAS, and we'd be spending $1,000 a day within the next couple days. So that's a good sign there that it does predict it. Estimated audience size, so 63 million to 74 million. I'm coming for you, every single fucking one of you guys in that audience size. The amount of reach, conversions under 10, whatever, like this is all good. I launched the ads with a schedule, Dawson Creek time. So if you're not on Dawson Creek time, then you must be on OC time or one of those other TV dramas. I don't know why it's under Dawson Creek, to be honest, but whatever. So I set the last night, and another thing too is I didn't really give it enough time to go in and get those sweet ad approvals before it, because it was launched so late where I was like, fuck, I can't sleep. You know what? Let's just launch that offer. I don't care. Let's get it online. Time's ticking. You know, at the current rate of energy drinks and cigars, we ain't lasting long. I got to make that money now. I need Lambos, etc. So the next part about targeting, we can see scheduled. Yeah, you always want to schedule. The later out you schedule, the better. I'm almost doing some testing around like scheduling 2 days out, so you have time for it to settle and Facebook to figure out the inventory. You may get past that 24-hour hurt, but I don't care. I'll push like 24-hour hurt. Bring it. I love the pain. No, I don't. But anyways, location US. There's multiple settings for this. You could have people living in or recently in this. I don't typically change it unless it's absolutely vital. Sometimes I'd have back in the day when I did client work, clients would be like, what, this guy was from, you know, Czechoslovakia, random country example. I just do US, whatever. I keep it on default there. I like to leave it as big as possible. Ages 50 to 65 plus, because I'm like, when do people start losing hearing? And like, I could just go 65 plus, but you know what, 50 years old, I think they can, it's a good sample product, because it's not like I'm asking for a high ticket on this. This is like, hey, try it out, you know, see if you have hearing loss, etc. Why not? I'm going to do more ad copy kind of around that. 50 to 65 plus, I just figure for the demo, yeah, it'll lock in. If it's only 65 plus, Facebook will likely kind of fix that up. We can even look at the stats right now. If I do a breakdown, and I break down by age, and this is just going off clicks, of course, we can see where are most of my clicks coming from, or where's the highest CTR. And it's 65 plus is somewhat winning. 55 to 64 is better, but we see as it goes lower, less clicks. So we can see, you know, it may be a little bit cheaper in that range, maybe less people are targeting it, etc. It's going to take a little bit for Facebook to figure everything out. You got to give it that time. AI takes time. It's just like ChatGPT. First prompt, probably put you in jail. Second prompt, a lot better. If we look at the overall stats, including both, this is the kind of stuff that I like to take a look at. Like, I'll just do breakdown. And this is, of course, way too early. Statistics relevance? No, ain't there. But it's good to see what the early signs are. Like, okay, what are we doing? How about gender? Is it costing more or less for a certain amount? So female's interesting, where you can see it's spending about a third of it on female, with a lower click-through rate versus male, and uncategorized. So those people who just don't identify. We don't have much spend, so you can't really factor too much into that, but it's interesting. So I'll take a look at that overall, and then you can look at age and gender, see if there's any kind of anomalies there. Bit too early for that. We don't have enough data to start being like, all right, let's slice it up, let's slice it, let's dice it, let's entice it, whatever. Impression device, this is an interesting one too. I like to take a look at this because it does, especially once you start to push purchases through, because like typically you'll convert more on a desktop. Oh, hey Philip, how's it going? Money. But yeah, we're gonna be making so much money with this offer. I already know it. This is gonna be one of those ones where I want to record from the beginning, because it's like I could be like, hey, watch this entire year series on how I made $1 million in a year that you could have just completely copied. But looking at devices, another thing to factor is iOS is cheaper per click, and it has a really high click-through rate. And of course, you don't track these guys as well too, but people with iOS typically spend a bit more money. So especially in like the app game, etc., the in-app purchases we used to always get from iOS. And I hate to like group a bunch of people together because it gets you in trouble. Screw it, I got stats, okay? Jordan Peterson right now, don't take my advertising license from me. But it's also interesting to see how little it's spent on it versus desktop and smartphone. This may even out, like we may get some more stats from it, but it's like device other 10%. That's fucking bot. Get out of my traffic, bot. But like if all my clicks were this, I may just even do an ad group where we do iPhone only. We got lots of room to cut it up and everything else. So we look at that. Media type, we only have one media type. Platform's another good one to take a look at, because not everything catches on the IGs. Like sometimes I'm like the IGesus, you know? No, I'm kidding. Never compare yourself to that. We can see most of the money is being spent on look at how also early days, and this is why your numbers look so high and so bad, is like, look at this. So we have amount spent and then the total spent. They're not the same number. So with GiddyUp, I just track purchases for it. It's quite simple overall, and I did like a quick intro on it yesterday. But here, let me just I'll give you a quick rundown of that, because that's an important part. I'm going to just bring back Firefox while I do this in the background, because I do have to log into my credentials. But so this is a giddy up offer, and giddy up's pretty easy overall to track. So basically you have to get, okay, ClickBank's different. ClickBank is a lot different for it. So with ClickBank, let's take a look. Ooh, I made money today. So hopefully it doesn't show everything for this, but we'll see. Jerome. Yeah. So what, this offer makes $6,000 a week. Now what? So basically you want to go under your account settings for it. Oh God, I'm leaking so much personal information. Good thing it's not all there. But so once you go to that, you go to vendor settings, and then you go to my site. Yeah, close your eyes. No, it's not bad. It's just address, whatever. I'll just kill the VOD at some point. I'll make a note for it. So we can see for this, like, I have different stuff set up. You just basically, you add a tracking code to it. So then you choose it, you go Facebook pixel add, and then you add the pixel ID and the access token. And the access token, let me just do this in the background. So in your ad manager, you go to event manager to get the access. So this is for conversion API. You just basically, you go down to data sources, then you go to settings. So I'm just going to scroll down to it right here, and I'll quickly give you and why not, fuck it, I'll give you a gander on it. You can see my pixel ID. You basically go here and you generate access token, and that will work for your CAPI. So you just basically, you set up that to go back to this. So you do this, and then you put your URL of where your domain is. So for me, it'd be like Parent Trends, for example, or whatever URL I have it at. And then you select it to affiliate, and you want to check both these buttons. And basically when people go through, and ClickBank has great tracking. I'll give them full fucking credit for it. ClickBank, you guys are great. Digistore, a little more work, or use third party when you can afford it. But yeah, you just basically set up all this, you hit save, and you're good. It's fully tracked, and you can set up everything like that. So you just, it's in the account setting, or no, the vendor settings, and then you go to and they have documentation too on this at the same time, but you do it from a mix of, like, from your Facebook account, your ad account in general will have if you go to data sources on the side here after going to event manager, you'll be able to access it that way. So yeah, before I leak more important stuff, that's basically how it's done on the ClickBank side. This was a giddy up setup, which is different. So giddy up, you have to get a domain from them, and then you're able to do it that way, and just kind of like, yeah, you can make it rain that way as well. And the thing is with ClickBank too, you can set up multiple accounts for multiple offers and everything else. So, you know, it works. It's good. Pays the bills. But yeah, giddy up's a bit different, but you do it all in like the event manager for it. And there's a bunch of videos on it too. Just make sure they're somewhat recently dated. You want like 2022 and after. I believe that ClickBank YouTube has some setup on like how you set up a Facebook pixel for it. Just follow all the instructions, and then what happens is they automatically go into your account, so you'll automatically start to see them. Okay, yeah, you can't do ads without having, you have to optimize around purchase. You have to. There's no other way to do. Honestly, I've never seen ads convert that don't optimize around purchase. It used to back in the day. But like now, link click campaigns, everything else, they will not convert unless you give them a conversion of purchase. Like even if you do add to cart, you'll get add to carts for like 20 cents, but you'll have like 200,000 of them, not a single fucking purchase from it. Like it's a little bit ridiculous there. So always set up that. You'll have to also verify your domain in your business manager, which is pretty easy to do. You just like, you could just even look it up Facebook validate domain, and that lets it so you can make those campaigns. But that's really like, that's the path you need to go down for it. That's the important part. So yeah, I look at Facebook and Instagram and I see how they do compared to each other. We can see that Instagram's outperforming, but they're weighing the traffic on the other side, which is fine. Whatever. Do what you guys want to do right now. But I may do, like, if I see this happen too much, I may do an Instagram only campaign just to basically force that traffic through to see if it actually is better. But yeah, always set up. You want to basically set up your Facebook events first. So you set up verify the domain, set up your pixel, you know, get everything through it, test it out, because you don't have to purchase a product. You could go to the landing page. You just basically go directly to the direct to cart or whatever cart you have, etc. Or if you're like doing a bridge and then you go off to their landing page, you know, that's a good way to do it. Lots of ways around that, but you just want to make sure your pixel fires. Like, that's the biggest thing for it, and then optimize around the purchase event for it. And you can see I got like 1 add to cart, 1 view content, but that was from somebody who literally, and it was out of 20 clicks. It'll convert better. Like at these stats, I'm very confident in that. I'm not too worried. I don't worry about it. Like I said, it never happens first day. Next thing I'll look at is placement, just to get an idea of like, okay, what placements are they defaulting to, and how much, like the CPMs out of control, but it's first day metrics. You know, tomorrow this will be half the cost or less. First 24 hours, absolute garbage, but we can get some insights from it, less CTR on it, etc. We could also see where that happened. So Instagram is actually where we got the add to cart, which is something to note, because then they're like, oh, it got an add to cart, let's only spend $4 there and $30 in Facebook. Like, being a good ad buyer is just fixing the algorithm in the end, because the algorithm isn't perfect. But if you can find where it isn't perfect and fix it and be like, hey, wait a second, I'm getting the best cost on Instagram, I'm getting people the lowest cost add to cart. You kind of look at all the stats as they come through and like, where's my cheap add to carts? And of course it's really early, so you don't want to make any crazy decisions. You want to spend a bit of money, a couple $100 to, you know, you get all that data, and then you're like, okay, the next ad set I add on to it, or that I replace this one with, I'm going to make these changes because like this was obviously better than that, and blah 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 blah. You know, that's how it works. And then next thing, placement device. I also like to look at time of day. Time of day is also a good one. It also shows you kind of at the beginning how it started. As you can see, it got like, this is the area that it got expensive, but if we look at what I'm averaging right now and the click-through rates, man, so this is, you want to do ad account time zone, or else it kind of, it messes, like it's the only one. It's, if you do user time zone, it varies the numbers a bit too much, and your ad account's only in one time zone, so it's the only option you have to optimize around. But we can pretty much see that like after 3 p.m. this thing started working significantly better. So we're seeing like 13%, 7. These are unheard of numbers. Like, we won't be able to maintain this once we start spending money. And as they find like purchases and stuff, it'll even out the number. I don't care. In the end, I care about like, what are the other metrics? If I don't have a purchase, I'll look at the initiate checkout. If I don't have that, I'll look at add to cart. If I don't have that, I'll look at view content, which is I'm landing on the page. I'll look at basically everything else for it. So all we have to really look at is just kind of one event right now, which is whatever. I don't care. One event, not a big deal. But all the indicators, insanely positive. So this is better than I would expect. And also like the ad quality, like what I made is, you know, it's horrible. It's not good. It's not good. I know it could only get better than this. I literally I stole their image, not stole. They gave it to me in the creative library. So don't go pointing fingers. I ain't no thieving. And yeah, just basically if that can get this result for like click-through rate, which is kind of like how enticing the offer is, then we're in a pretty good spot. Now we just have to get those credit cards out. you know, and then just work with the numbers, see how many, okay, an add to cart costs whatever this amount, and then how many of those convert. And as the data rolls through, we'll have more data to actually go on to at the same time. Another thing we can do too is, so I like to clear breakdown, just look at what ad's beating what ad. And this is, of course, all this is early, subject to change completely, but as of right now, got to work with what I have. We can see this ad is outperforming, which is, it's cool that it is. I ain't hating, you know. I don't, you know, if I spend 23 hours on an ad and one that takes me 5 minutes wins, I still win in the end. Like, I don't care. So this one, it's just interesting. Like, maybe people don't understand the context here. Maybe it doesn't pop out in the feed, but stop giving me suggestions, Facebook. Fuck, they're never ending. Don't listen to Facebook suggestions, by the way. I do like to put like optimization and everything on it, so we can see, yeah, this one underperforms this one, and it's likely just because the only difference, so I put the same ad copy and everything in them, only difference is this image. And, you know, it makes sense. Is there a difference in conversion when using between the hop link and the direct to checkout, and where should I use each? No, I always do the so if you have a direct to cart link, like if you email them, get a direct to cart link, there's no conversion differences. You just instantly, as soon as they click off your page, you get it at that. So like, it's just basically programmed where if it uses your hop link and anything, it'll start firing events for you. So even if, like, let's say for example, you're using their landing page, which some people do, you know, some people send directly to their landers and they make it work, it'll start firing. You'll have different goals firing for it. So you can have, like, for example, I don't have any goals firing on the first landing page, but Parent Trends also has this pixel on the page itself. So it'll see a page view, and then they click off to the cart to say ClickBank. Then they'll see like a initiate checkout or an add to cart, etc. And then if they purchase, they get a purchase. But even if I use their landing page, so let's cut Parent Trends out of this. You know, let's say I got sued by Parent Trend, who's very close named. No, I don't think there is one, but let's say hypothetical. That's something where I could just send directly to the ClickBank page, or like, let's say if I have a bridge page, for example, so I do an advertorial, which is a really popular and good way to do it. And you can see like some of these really big affiliates out there, they're using bridge pages, they're using advertorials and quizzes and listicles and stuff like that. So from there, it'd be advertorial, then you'd hop to their landing page. So you wouldn't hop to your own landing page. You can, but you could just hop to the landing page after that and go through and use all their assets for it, and you won't get the same kind of punishment and everything else. So you'd start to get the data from them on the view content and of that landing page and everything. But in the end, it's like, I don't care how they get there. Get me that purchase. That's all I care about, you know, as long as, and that's why the goal right here is like the domain gets verified. And I optimize only around the actual purchase, and that's all I recommend you do on your side. There's no other method. There's not many things in ad buying where it's like, hey, sorry, there's no other method to do it because this is the only one that works. This truly is it. Unless you have like high ticket and you're going through a webinar, then you could optimize around webinars. But always in the end, if you could do, especially selling a product, selling anything, is you want the very end result. As long as you can, it gets harder when you, let's say you're promoting a webinar that sells a $2,000 product that you make $1,000 from, and you get a 500. You couldn't, like, you get to a point where it's like, it's hard to, you're not getting 40 purchases a day. If you are, then hell yeah, I'm down for you to do that. Like, that's, but you'll typically get a lot less. First, this, we'll probably get this up to like 10 purchases, 20 purchases, and like 40 purchases a day, which is quite a bit of revenue. That's like 2,400 revenue. And then based on the ROAS is how much money I make on it, which would be, you know, potentially $1,000. Like, ideally, if I were to spend, or if I were to spend $1,000, I would like to make 2,500 revenue or 2,400 revenue, or even like 1,500, be kind of split in half from there, even a 0.5 from that. So, you know, one of those things where you spend like 2,000 a day to make 600. It's the best investment you'll ever make in your bloody life. Let's be serious here. So yeah, it's like always optimize around purchase. It's the one thing in like Facebook ads where if anybody tries to sway from that and they're like, oh, I don't know, Matt, like I want to optimize around this, I'll be like, no, good luck. Link clicks, have fun. Engagement, yeah, enjoy your engagement while you spend all your money. Yeah, of course. Let's book something at some point, Philip. I'm willing to. All you guys that participate in everything, if you guys ever want to have a one-on-one with me, it's free now but not free later. I'll take a look and tell you exactly what you need to do for it. I don't mind. I got time. I'm a degenerate affiliate that just works on these offers. All I have to do in life. Of course I got a million other kids and everything too, but I don't mind helping out because I also at the same time I want to prove my offer with other people and get you successful, because it's proof on my side and everything. And it also helps me find the gaps, because like, for example, you're like, oh, I'm running ads without a conversion, and I'm like, oh yeah, there's one piece of that where if you didn't have that little piece, then it goes from working to not so working. You know, so no, let's figure out a time we could jump on something and I can give you, it's all it takes. It's like how I got when I worked with well, when I co-founded an agency, etc. When I trained people, it was like there isn't too much, like just with, if you have like a base ad buyer that understands everything, to make them into one that could spend like 100K or more per month is typically like some shortcuts that I could give really quickly. And it's not rocket appliances, right? They're usually just small things like, oh, you just did this wrong. You're kind of done on that front. So no, it also helps me on my side of just knowing like, hey, what do I need to teach on my end? But yeah, anyways, like looking at these ads, we know this one's better. If we do a breakdown, we can see the headlines, like what headline was better for it. Like I said, still too early, statistically irrelevant, but just good to know. Like out the gate, what's the W? And this may be a spot where the algo is broken, and that's why typically I find my best one, and then I'll split it into an ad that only has that option. So right now, other than Facebook not loading, we can see I have multiple versions of copy, and I made this copy last night while on stream. If you guys watched it, I added these emojis live, showed you how to do it. But yeah, I created this. What I wanted to do is create like so you have 5 total. I wanted 2 or 3 larger ones, kind of like, I'd like the starting with the 5-star, and then with with a testimonial, etc. Something that's a bit smaller, and then something that's like really small, and then just basically kind of pulling this from everywhere. And then some title. I don't really know what title is going to be the best for this yet. It'd be nice if Facebook would load and tell me, but it may even be too early for it to be able to do that. So let's see if it'll show text. I may just have to hit refresh. Let's go. So we can break it down by headline first. Okay, so what we want to look at is where all the volume's going to. Okay, we can see this one, the sub $100 hearing aid, is winning on all fronts. It's getting pretty even volume. So ear emoji's good. Let's keep rocking that ear emoji. The sub $100 hearing aid, simple. I don't even remember this being a headline, but it's also not too bad either. But I'm just basing this on click-through rate, etc. Let's see. The one that got the... Why is it reloading? Stop, Facebook. Broken ass platforms. Am I right? And then we can look at the text that's working for it. It's wording for it. Let me just go here. Breakdown. So we go text. Oh man, and there's so much that like sometimes it's using the text from the titles and everything else, and we're definitely not going to get too much data from this or anything at all. Thanks, Facebook. I'm trying to present this live and you're fucking me. But yeah, whatever. It needs more time to sit. We're just kind of updating on the progress. This literally was made last night at like 4 a.m. It didn't even approve in time for it to run for the schedule. One of the ads went out the gate pretty good. One good thing is, check mark, we got ourselves approval. It's learning. Watch, and then I scroll over here. Come on, you got this. It breaks it. This is why you have to fix the algo. Facebook can't even fucking report the numbers, let alone do the algo or anything. But anyways, that's pretty much it for the ad setup. It was simple, you know? There's nothing too crazy. There's no ninja crazy IP for this one. I'm like, well, it's a pretty general offer. I'll try to let Facebook find it. I guarantee there's other people in the space training the algorithm as well, which it'll naturally remarket my traffic to. You know, we'll find out as it goes through, whatever. And that's pretty much it on the Facebook. We have now concluded the Facebook portion, where I show information that, you know, I'll have to hide at some point. Whatever. Back to the landing page. And like I said, we also knew that the landing page was fucking broken for half of this, which is horrible. Don't do that. Test. Although I thought I did test it. Like I was clicking on it a bunch, but then I think I last minute changed the link and it just broke it. I missed the full Monty. Yeah, you missed me leaking all my personal info. No, I was just basically going, I was naked for a bit, but yeah, I'm just going through the ad account setup. Replay will be there. So I launched this offer last night with 2 shitty images. Go me. Here, I'll put them on the screen. I literally made them, so I slightly changed the images. And last night at like 4 a.m. I couldn't sleep. So I was just like, you know what? I'm gonna get up and I'm gonna make some money. That's what I do. And I just did this. So I took their original image, which is everything but the font, and I slightly changed the colors. We don't have a sale yet, but the numbers look really, really good. I always say, like, don't expect a sale on the first day. Doesn't happen. Doesn't usually happen unless you're giving away something stupidly good, or you're just doing a lead campaign, etc. But you know, these basic bitch images, made them in Photoshop, didn't take that long. Got all my copy together. I used the same copy that I created last night. General targeting, 50 years old, 65 plus, US, optimized around purchase. What else is there? That's pretty much it. Going out to the Instagram feed and Facebook feed just to start. That's pretty good. And that, don't mind me. And then I fucked up the links for the first half of the campaign. So when I woke up, not even when I woke up, I realized like later on in the day, because I was also testing them last night. Always good to test your own links. I was unable to check out with them. And I was kind of like, oh shit, I should probably message my rep about that. Like, fuck it. We're going online anyways. We'll fix it as we run this bitch. It's very cursive. Supposed to mark this as kid friendly, so hide your kids. Last night I did a lot last night. I even used ChatGPT. I'm probably going to use some today. So my goal is basically, I'm just going to create some more ads today. I'm going to look at some of the ad creative they have, see if there's anything easy I can do on like the video side. I downloaded they have 5 gig of creative for this one. Every single offer. So basically when I did it last night, I'd hit no thank you and it just wouldn't work. But now it works. So I just hit this, no thank you. You can see it's loading at the top. I wish it was faster. Because if it's slow for my computer, it's slow as hell for Peggy and Harold. But you know, it goes to Shopify, they can pay whatever way they want, etc. We're good. checkout works. And it has pixel and everything else. This is all still looking good ish. I still don't know how I feel about this part, but whatever. It works. On mobile it's fine. Oh, I don't like this. Oh, I got my page score for it. I think it was 70 just to start, which is good. I don't mind that as a starting. Why isn't it? When in doubt, bam. Who knows why these are all attached together? Oh, it's the link wrapper. So I got to take the link wrapper. I have to see, the goal is, and what I like launching knowing like, oh, this is shit. I know it sounds awful, but it just means that I know if that works, like if I'm getting good numbers from that. What the hell did it do? Control Z that. Control Z. Come on. Control Z, depending on your country. I just know if it works with it being crap, I have tons of optimization that I could do on my side. Ooh, that looks awful. But what I can do, and this is kind of a gypsy trick. I don't like doing stuff like this, but you could set to -200, or like you could do a negative margin. Previously, like back in the day, it used to just break everything. Okay, that looks good. We can work with that. And then let me just see here. Oh, why is that such a small link wrapper? Yeah, I think what we need to do is set it to pixels, or we could set it to percent and do 100. Bam, there we go. And then here's another situation where you link wrapper. I link wrappered this whole bloody thing. Because I'm a full sender. But this at 100%. Oh, 100 pixels. Percent, son. And then we'll have to fix the margin here, which will be 0. Oh, and then the Amex margin just looks ridiculous. Let's do 7, 9, 49. No, I want 9. I hate when it does this. 9. Okay. Oh, hey, how's it going? So yeah, if you missed it, well, you would have missed it. 4 a.m. last night I launched ads because I have to launch ads. That's what I do at 4 a.m. I'm like, why are my ads launched? Then I get up and I launch them. So I launched my ads last night. And so far so good. No purchases yet, but I've spent like $30, $40. And all the numbers just look really, really good thus far. Such a weird phrase, thus far. I just say it to sound educated. I still don't like this video goes below fold, and I can technically switch these around. But I don't want to at this current time. Let me get some more baseline for it. You could probably move this up a little bit. There's lots of perfectionism that's gonna have to happen from now. The first part was like I ran half the day with the wrong links, which is brutal. But also what I wanted to do today was here, let me just hit refresh on this. We'll go back to the ads. Just a quick one for anyone joining now. So here's the ads that I launched. Really high CPM, but a really good CTR, link click-through rate. That's a good sign. This is going to be sub $1 very, very quickly. It's just I didn't give it enough time to review before it launched. So we have ad 1 using all the text I made last night. Like from my side, am I going to be able to get much more ad performance than this? Probably not. The CPC is going to naturally go down, but at like 4 or 5%, 1% is good. So 1% click-through rate, that's kind of like your baseline, your goal, like that's where you want to be. This thing's at like 4.5 to 5%. Sometimes it hits up to like 13%. But we have these two images. Image number 2, currently the winner. Well, it's winning. It's still statistically irrelevant. Yeah, and the thing is I copied that landing page. So there's 2 landing pages I made. So for Home Doctor, the landing page was and it works for it. Both of them work. I have 2 Home Doctors right now. So if we just go into it, let's take a gander. So I'm just gonna save. I have the original one and then I have a copied one. Few pages. So we have Home Doctor. Let me view this one, and then we have Home Doctor. Don't get them confused. So we have this one, which is this is an exact copy of their landing page, but there's a couple things I didn't like about it. So I typically like to make 2 landing pages for this offer, which is number 1, I'll do an exact copy of theirs. And this is pretty much an exact copy of theirs. And as you can see, this is arthritis.com scrolling through, and look at how many call to actions it has. It waits right until the end. Like, you know what I mean? It's basically forcing people to scroll the entire thing before they can buy. And then I have this one, which is modeled off a different type of page that I made, where it's a short form. So you can see this version is just my own version that I just made, where I'm like, I think this will be better because poor Peggy. Yeah, Peggy's just locked up. She's still like, you know, the purchase will come 3 days later when her hand starts moving again. But on this one, you can see you could literally hit buy now and it brings you right down to the buy section, but it's a lot simpler. So you have the video nice and big. We have 1 sample from the book. It's like the whole who, what, why, when, where, blah, blah, blah. So sample from the book, you know, entice them. Little Peggy tickle right there. What is the Home Doctor book? So just explaining what it is to people. How does it work? You know, what, how, what's contained in the book. So some more samples of it, enticing them a little bit better. Objection handling right here. Is this book suitable for beginners? Yeah, of course it is. Made for ordinary folk. That's just such a phrase in this industry. Okay, then you have the offer. Home Doctor total value $185, but today $37 plus shipping and handling. And then I offer both copies. So you could get the digital only for $37, or you could pay $37 plus shipping and handling, get both. Like, you'd have to be crazy. You wouldn't believe how many people order the digital and then they're like, where's my goddamn copy? Like, I'm coming for you. It's like, lady, don't. I almost, like, to some extent, I'm kind of getting rid of this option. Too many people buy, and I don't want them to. This one is only here to make this option more enticing. It's the only reason. You know, why would you pay $37 for a digital when you can have the add $10 and get a physical for it? But everybody always checks out with that, and they're the problems in the comments where I'm like, oh damn. So then you got the digital bonus books. Whoa now. Oh, that looks sick. Clickbait changed your checkout page? The fuck? Wait a second. Oh, affiliate none. So this one, the link isn't working on this right now. Because I'm waiting for the Home Doctor actual link from my rep right now. So the only reason, and this is why I was hurting to launch a Giddy Up offer, I have a ton of different stuff on its way, but I can't direct cart link them, and I don't want to do a different bridge page. Like, I don't want to go advertorial to their long ass lander to this Peggy killer right here. She doesn't have enough time for this. So yeah, just waiting for that hop link, but damn, it's taking a long ass time to get that hop link too. So if anyone from ClickBank is watching, if you could please reach out to Home Doctor and be like, guys, get him the direct cart. He's going to make you $1 million, if not more. Yeah, please. Les. So yeah, then I have this one. There's more objection handling, etc. God, do we want to click this one, Pat?
Peggy.
All right. Okay, good. I'm like, okay, whenever I get a link live, this is Pegs right now. If she does the other page, I'm not sure why she's wearing a tie.
That's one of those, you know, like little sashes that you can wear.
Oh, it's the
Business woman.
sash. Okay.
Sash.
Business Peggy. She scrolled that last lander, didn't make it. Then, as you can see, this is more just like social proof, objection handling, because you get a lot of objection handling around the fact where people think because they've bought stuff before and they only got the digital version because they're an idiot and they click the wrong fucking button, they're like, it's a rip-off scam. It's like, no, they think like you have to do a lot of objection handling around like it's a, you know, medical reference, self-reliant, etc. I'll add how it's like a physical book. I show that it's a physical book. In the ads I say it's the physical book. These ones do have to be put on a tablet, but that's just what I stole from their landing page. Actually, on a different offer I had to do that. But this is also like, if they could see the testimonials from others, it entices them to buy. I typically will start ads with these, but it's also like, I waited and the mail came and I got my book and it was crazy. And then just like an about the author at the end, which the author could be a little bit better of an influencer. She's Venezuelan, which is damn commie country. We know Peggy's ain't like that. You wouldn't believe how many. What was that? I'm just hearing stuff break. Throwing down right now. That's the great part about having kids. So yeah, I've basically been doing a lot more giddy up offers lately, just because of the fact that I could generate my own direct to cart. The music niche is good, man. Bro, that's not a hateful thing. The thing is, if you like it and everything else. So as an agency, we worked with a guy who taught people how to play the guitar. He made over $1 million monthly revenue from that. Like, there's good money in it. There's lots of piano programs, there's everything else, and it's also a very ethical program. You're making the world better, right? It's something you could get into. So hey, don't be embarrassed about your niche by any means. I'm a parenting niche, and like, I'm sure people would fight me basically being like, what, you don't have your kids eat full vegan, self-sustaining, blah blah blah? You know, I'm sure people could battle me and try to tell me I'm a bad parent. I believe in iPads. I believe my kids are gonna have to compete internationally against other countries that have the tech, that make the technology. So I'm like, yeah, I have tech kids. They play video games, they play Minecraft. I do a parenting one. Not embarrassed, whatever. I don't, at some point you just gotta not care what people think, you know. You can't get too far into that. But the parenting one just covers quite a bit. But the music niche, I know a ton of those programs are making a lot, like, you know, the singing one. So the one for like promoting the singing programs, they crushed during COVID and they'll crush again. Guitar playing, piano, and there's lots of people you could reach out to too at the same time. And plus you have Amazon potential, music store potential. Like, you could do listicles of just like, hey, here's the top whatever 20 guitars of 2023. My singing instructor was a choir director for Barry Manilow, and in the future we're going to build a music course. That's awesome. See, something like those courses, like I said, I know multiple people in teaching guitar, teaching drums, teaching anything like that. We're in a virtual world, and you could high ticket them, and there's so much money to be made, and then you could put them on an affiliate network. So if you want to manage it all yourself, like, there's so many options. And plus, like, for music stuff, you have all the equipment too, sound equipment. It's a good money, making the money. But yeah, it's like with any niche, there's so much opportunity. You just really have to figure out, okay, like what can I sell now? And it's a lot. There's a lot of different things that you could sell for it. You not only have one, like, I have parenting hardware that I could sell, like strollers and like whatever, you know. There's lots of stuff. There's a million different things that I could sell on this when it comes to even just physical products. So that's one thing to factor. It's like, even look at whatever big music store, Tommy Lee or whatever. I don't know what the biggest music stores are. I used to, as a kid, I played piano. And then, you know, I tried singing, but everybody died whenever they heard my voice. So I had to stop. Just, it was bad. They're going to hit me with involuntary manslaughter. But just something to factor there. You know what time it is? A Red Bull segment where we watch me use my body with stimulants. Next week, we'll have our special guest, Peggy. But yeah, also like doing stuff around a niche that you like is always, it's always bloody key. You know, if you like music, you're just more willing to put stuff into it. There's lots of little things to check off, right? You got to make like your social properties. You could do organic stuff. You could do different like TikToks. You could even repost people's content of like people singing and stuff and other viral things to get traffic over to you. There's so many different options. And it's also a really easy one to research too at the same time. Just see what other people are doing who have music publications. What kind of stuff are they promoting? What's their revenue? Where are they making that money? Because you'll see a lot of them, they have like affiliate products and everything. For me, I'm mainly squaring off on 3 main ones. Right now I have one kind of blended. So with my parent trends, I do quite a bit of let's just call it like survival stuff, kind of prepper stuff, which can still fit. And I do a lot of older stuff. I also have an old blog, like for oldies, a Peggy Central. That's what I should call it. I should buy the domain peggycentral.com. That'd be amazing. But they may get offended, which is fine though. From piano keys to computer keys. Yeah, making money. No, that was pretty much it. My grandma taught me how to play. She was like such a high grade in piano that because of like physical constraints of how far she can move her like spread her fingers and stuff, that she couldn't upgrade anymore in that. So she taught me how to like read music and everything. Long since forgotten, but I can play some stuff. I actually want to get back into the piano and only learn like a couple good songs though, like just a couple, where I don't like learn the whole thing again. I just learn like some absolute party songs like Beethoven, Johann Sebastian Bach. So I can just see a piano, rip on it. People think I'm good at it, but I'm really not. Pipe dreams, we'll see. But yeah, this landing page looks pretty good in general. It's not the best. I could have it. You could have that fancy design where you have all these crazy backgrounds and everything else, and you're like, oh man, this is 10 out of 10, but you don't need that to make money. Like Home Doctor. This isn't a beautiful site. This is a direct response site. This thing's a bloody ad. It's just basically like another ad on top. So it's from an ad to a checkout. Because ad to checkout's never going to work. Marketing's romance. You need to romance them up. You need to give them more reasons to buy. You need to do everything. They got to listen to Geppetto for a little bit, right? They got to get the Geppetto knowledge, and then by the time they're done this 34, like if they want, like let's say Peggy's are like, well, I'll give you VIP access. All right, deal. I'm gonna make my money teaching people and then getting access to their stuff in the future. I'm doing a lot around short form content too, of just like cracking it, because that's the next level. We're kind of using like 2016 to 2022 strats right here, but the next level of where it's going to go is like the short form content to this. So like, you know, I'm going to have my daughter with the Home Doctor book be like, yeah, daddy, I hurt my arm. Can we just use the book instead of go to the doctors? I'll be like, all right, daughter. You know, something that you could do like short form content and really just working on like salt bang the money onto stuff like that, because that's where all the eyeballs are right now. Peggies aren't fully there, so we can still sell. We'll be able to sell Peggies till EOL pretty much, end of life. But as the generations get like move on, if you want to sell like younger type products, etc., the design will matter more. Everything else, but even like you could sell these types of books to younger demographic. You just have to provide enough information that they believe like it's an actual valuable thing. That's one of the keys to it, and kind of go from there. One of the ones I wanted to work on this stream too, and I'm not sure why. Matt, you being lazy. I got another one that I'm promoting, and this is like a safety product, Life Safe. Let's see which one it is actually. We got two of these pages. We got this one, and we got this one that I made myself. So you can see that I use that kind of like the same template for myself, but I just don't think it's ready for the masses yet. But we'll get it there. Let's fucking go. All right, so I already did this during a stream. I gotta just put it online. I even made the ads for it. Oh, as we can see, the text, this is where we're missing it. Text is missing. Okay, so that's good. That's good. That's good. That's good. Oh, so you mean I didn't launch it just because of this one part right here? Let's look at this page. Did I put that other content anywhere? Let's take a look. Did you know? Okay, so let's see how this reads through. Life safe, stay safe. I hate the product name, just has such a weird flow. It's like, oh, we're just trying to be the Kleenex of fire extinguishers. Don't try to do that. Don't do that at home, kids. Eliminate any fires in seconds, did you know? Blah blah blah. Okay. So how does it work? So we have what it is. Then we have, this is kind of what, and this kind of doesn't fit in. What is, let me see the fucking name of this thing again. Life safe, stay safe. Like, how confusing is that for consumers? It's by Life Safe, but it's called Stay Safe. Oh, just grab your Stay Safe. I just can't picture anyone saying that. I'd call it like extinguisher can or something like that by Life Safe. Yeah. Adding a bit of confusion to the market there. Push this down. How does it work? Well, you do all this kind of stuff. Other parts of it won't make a mess. Buy now. There we go. Free fast shipping. We'll get it to you before the fire even starts. Before it burns down your house. So this stuff is all good. Okay, except for that. The bottom part is always gotta have that bottom part. So I'm just gonna go to the original page on my other monitor, because we do have to you got to be careful with stuff like your stuff like privacy policy, etc. You want to make sure you have one and that it works and everything else, because you could get banned from Facebook just by mistakenly not including it. You want to do that, trust me. Okay, so let's see what they have at the bottom here. About the site, so we have this. We're gonna paste it here. Okay, so we have support. Oh, these ones. Can't fully do it there. Well, they have an FAQ on it. Cool. I'm just going to include that. We'll get rid of this and this. We already have a privacy policy in the bottom corner. Okay. So that's good. Everything's ready to go here. We good. We good. All right. Damn, I made this look good. It does need a little bit of work though. Okay, we do that. Select your bundle. Hit stay safe. Okay. Looks good. Sometimes it feels like an infomercial when you advertise this kind of stuff, if you know what I mean. Yeah, that could work. That can work. I can work with this. Okay. That looks perfect. This is missing some images, but it doesn't matter. Okay, we got a bit too much spacing there. Way too much spacing there. See, above the fold, like above the fold is one of the things you gotta master on your side. And that's where, like for the hearing aid, I don't like the above the fold right now because it's just text and I should have it like this. Like just a big old, like, watch this video on why you need to put these in your ears type deal. But this one, this is an absolute gem. A gem. Let's see it on ultra small. This is a Peggy handheld right here. She can't see, but she doesn't care. Because, yeah. She still gets the smallest phone possible. Okay, so we make that a bit wider. Same thing on this, which is just adding our padding to 0. Our Paddington. Okay, that still looks good. I feel like this needs to be bigger. Yep. A little bit of space here. A little bit less space here. There's all the stuff that does. Is this going to make a difference? No. Won't make a difference. Why are you dwelling, Matt? 0, 0. Oh, we got a full screen video on our hands. What the fuck happened here? The div is so much larger than that. What happened? 0, 0. Okay. Well, I fixed it. Give Pegs a little room to get her finger on that button. Big buttons on mobile. Big buttons. You can't have too big. You know what? Full send. Full size button. Oh, I think this is where life safe, stay safe. For safe by safe people who want to stay safe. I know, right? It's just, it hurts my head trying to think about it. I don't know why this isn't on top here. Okay. Look, Ma, fixed it. Why is this that size? Bigger. Enhance. 300. 400. What are you doing? 400. Okay, so it's not that that's keeping it. Maybe 0. Oh, it's probably this right here has padding on it. This kind of works at least. See what we can do here. This is hacks, so I'm not going to include all these. Let's work with what we got. Display none. Get out of here. Layout. Display none. Layout. Display none. layout. Just temporary. Okay, get off my back. We just got to get this thing launched, and I'm not going to let broken parts like that screw me. You just got to go live with this stuff, because some of it's like, they are really good offers. Really good offers. And that's a shame. Oh, okay, here we go. 300. Is that too big? Too fitty. I think it's 300 fits. Why not? I just don't understand why this part is so small. Isn't it a div? That's 300. Maybe because extinguishing capabilities is such a large bloody word for it. Whatever. It works in the design. We can work with this. Am I right? We already have a bunch of really good images for Stay Safe, I think. Let me check. But I did this one all over. Oh no, I didn't finalize the images for this. I thought I did though. Oh no, I don't think I came up with any finales. Okay, this one's weird. Layout center. Why are you like this? Looks better. That looks good. Too much space. I don't know why this one got so small. And why it has this weird margin. What are you doing, guys? Is it the link wrapper? Okay, let me... No, it may even be the section. Yeah, the section is weird. Okay, get out of here, padding.
Discovery Houston, press to ATO.
Okay, what image is sticking out and doing this to me? There's something that's padded out.
Be like a minimum width.
Yeah. Just trying to see one that spews into that area. Oh, this one's good. You know what? It's this, I think. This link wrapper. There we go. Scroll's gone. Everything's fixed. You can go home now. Yes. Okay. Goes. There we go. And hell yes, Philip. Get me them views. No, it's pretty good. This is really good. Of course, the beginning part is going to be good for just like figuring out the pixeling, the ad account stuff. That's an important part. All right, this looks good. I'm going to wake up at 4 a.m. tonight and launch this. And guess what? You think I'm joking? I do not joke. Okay. Man, this cigar is... I've used like more fuel than the price of this bloody cigar. Because I keep putting it down and it goes out. Yeah, I know. I don't need to smoke cigars during the stream, but maybe I do. My streams have been long lately too. We noticed that, T-Star? Sorry, I call him T-Star just because that's his alias.
My code name.
His code name. I like that. But yeah,
man.
Good though.
I like it. Getting to see how you work is pretty educational.
Yeah, it's just
Putting it all together.
yeah. Half the battle is me just doing like going through and just doing more spaces and everything. You notice that?
Yeah, that's real life.
Yeah,
Sadly,
that's
it's not
it.
all-
Where you're just like, it doesn't have to be perfect. It just, I'm looking at it for like flow. If I were to land on it, what would be like, where would I be like, what the heck is this? You know? Like, what are you doing? Arnold would say. How
you
does
have
it
to
work?
be empathetic. You have to put yourself in their shoes and just how
Yeah,
would you
that
feel?
ability right there is one of the most important things you could possibly do.
Yep.
It's just being the ability to put yourself in other people's shoes. Not like physically steal their shoes and just
Tried
put
that.
yourself in
Doesn't
them.
work.
Yeah, I've tried it multiple times. They press charges. It's not good. Now I can't travel, so I work from home. Oh, this is all good. One thing I didn't check: live safe, buying directly from blah 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 blah. We're good. Both these sites, they're good to go. I think I didn't do this one on mobile yet, but I'm pretty sure it looks good. Wow. Okay, we don't need, we're on mobile, son. We don't need this much scrolling for testimonials. Good, 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 good. Oh, I was gonna center align that, but if it takes more than 5 steps, fuck it. Okay. All right, we good. Oh man, mukbang time. Thank you, Mason. Say hi. Back.
Hi.
There you go.
Hey, son.
As you can see, he's dressed up in space gear as well. What do we have tonight? Alfredo, made by the lovely Tiffany Farmer. So it could be poisoned. We'll see if she's mad at me. I think it's a bit too hot to eat, though. Jeez. Smoking more than my cigar. Oh, smells so good. Too hot, though. I'll eat away from the mic, don't worry. We're not going to mukbang this one. That stuff kind of creeps me out, not going to lie. Patty, you ever watch a mukbang?
Oh yeah, it creeps me out too. Some people like it, and it's a astonishingly high number. When you're a person that doesn't like it, you're like what?
Yeah,
People
it
like
actually
this?
irritates me.
Yeah, exactly.
When people are like eating loud around me, I'm like, it
And
just
when they're
kills me.
whispering in the mic, it makes me mad. I don't know why. I get
Oh, 100%.
angry. Stop doing that. I don't know. It's probably pretty grouchy.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I'm like, am I just being a dickhead?
Yeah, people are having fun. Let them do what they,
Yeah.
like music, whatever you're into, you're into. Not hurting anyone. But yeah, I still have that guttural reaction.
Yeah, mine's a pretty extreme reaction too. I'll hate the person.
Yeah, exactly. I know, and I judge myself. So I'm like,
Yeah,
do that,
should I be
man.
doing this?
yeah, you
All right.
shouldn't hate people you don't know.
Here's our favorite segment. Chat GPT copy. Let's go. Oh, it's the worst thing to eat on stream. It's like eating corn. There's no classy way to eat corn. Like, oh, just doesn't work. Okay. So I just want to get some inspiration. Let me just create a window here. I'm pulling up the actual landing page for it. I just want to see what they say. This has chicken breast in it as well. Mmm. Mmm. All right. Let's go to the original landing page. I think they actually stole this line from me. Create a short Facebook ad about from this URL, period. Create a list of benefits plus emojis at the start of each list item. Hit me so I can eat a bit. Yeah, not
Nice
bad.
emoji usage.
Yeah,
See,
good
I
emoji
didn't-
usage.
I had to really kind of twist its arm a couple times to be like, use a little bit more, man. You know, go crazy with the emojis. I won't tell anyone.
They say it's not connected to the internet, but it's like, how did you just read that page?
Yeah. No, we've already deciphered
lies.
that it's lying.
It
Yeah.
100% lies. I should have got napkins, but whatever. Hey, I kind of need a part that doesn't have the list. So we're just gonna put this in. See, sometimes you have to make a new prompt. See this? It's caught on the list part. Now it's listing everything. I don't want lists anymore, so I'll just open a new chat. Say goodbye to messy chords. What the fuck? Imagine being corded with your hearing aid. That'd be
people
awful.
do. They wrap around the ear. That was the old school one.
All right, watch this. In the voice of 80-year-old Peggy.
That was Peggy.
And oh, we got another child in the trap. You gotta say hi. Ready? Nope, closer. You're not gonna show up. All right.
Show the kid.
Show the
Hey.
exploiting for views. I should make every one of my ads like have it be my masterpiece. You know, it's my fingerprint. If it has Peggy and Harold in the ad, that's Matt Farmer copy. Okay.
It's like
Peggy
your
would
calling
not say
card.
Peggy and Harold here.
Like the Wet Bandits had like leaving on the
Mhm.
faucet running. Got it.
This. All right, expand on how they couldn't hear. Let's see. Come on, Peggy. You got this.
Just typing really slow now.
Oh God. Peggy and Harold here. Peggy and... Let's read it in Peggy. Peggy and Harold here. We've been married for 60 years. We've always cherished our family and friends, but not each other. But as we've gotten older, our hearing hasn't been the same. It was especially tough when our grandkids came to visit. We would struggle to hear them, and it broke our hearts that we're missing out on wonderful things they had to say. Like, Grandma, why are you so dusty and old? That's when we discovered the world's
ChatGPT.
first wireless charging hearing aids for less than $100. These hearing aids have changed our lives. No more fiddling with cords and chargers. And most importantly, we can hear our grandkids loud and clear. It is like a weight being lifted off our shoulders. Peggy died there. We're finally able to enjoy the visits. Get yours today. So that's an interesting one. Let's see. Add to that that they were never able to afford them due to being social. Damn. It's all about refining.
You know what I think you should do is like an all-time products tier list.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
But what kind of products? Like best affiliate products?
Oh, but that's a different one. I want to know like best Peggy products ever.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like the what was the one I've fallen and I can't get up?
Life Alert. I was actually going to use that.
Yeah, Life Alert might be number one, right?
Help, I'm falling in it. That's direct response cold. It's like Ginsu.
Yeah, exactly. Ginsu. That was a great product too. Yeah, I'm just curious. What are the all-time greats?
See, this is good. We always wanted to get hearing aids to better communication with our loved ones, but living on Social Security, they seem like a luxury we could never afford. That's beautiful. Being able to hear is rich people shit, you know? Oh, if that was so good. I'm not even sure if you're there. But if you are, every little bit. She gone. Look what it says. Like a dog bowl at the bottom of it. The bottom of it. You had to unlock something. It said yum this time.
You're welcome.
See, when guys buy plates, I'm just like, all right, I need a cereal bowl. I go to the salad bowl section. Bigger, better. When girls buy plates, they have like motivational, cute stuff. You know? I do playing on the TV while I was cooking. Oh, the kids are watching too? Uh-oh, they learned some new words tonight. Liberty was making fun of my cigar smoking today. She's like, look, I'm daddy. I'm smoking a cigar and I'm stupid. I'm like, yeah. They learned what a mukbang was? They didn't know what a mukbang was? Okay. Kids these days, come on. Keep up with the times. You're supposed to be on this. That's the advantage of being a digital person. I know all the trends as they're trends. Bet, you know? So bad. Bet, yo. Ugh. Okay, so there's some lines I like from this. I got to let me get you over to Firefox while I just have to go into my copy document. What do you call it when you blow your nose into the mic? Is that a snot bang?
Somebody likes it out there, I'm sure. So
Yeah. I just made someone's week. Man, also one of the reasons that isn't really talked about of like, why do I stream? Like, to some extent I'm doing the work anyways, but it's kind of a virtual record of myself, you know, where go back and watch it later. If anything happens to me, kids will be able to see what dad was like, what grandpa was like, what great grandpa was like, and maybe they'll be ad writers at the time, and they'll call them Matt's and Tiffany's. Like, oh, those are the oldest of all. They're Matt's and Tiffany's. I'll have someone just one up me and be like, guess what, Peggy and Harold, they're long gone, 100 years gone. Now they're Matt and Tiff's, you know. So here's some of
Peggy's are the cool kids.
We're just gonna get rid of that tab. Okay, so I just want to keep this. I put it directly in my sheet. I'll just put it underneath. This is really just like a scratch pad to some extent. That's how you want to do it with copy, I find. It's like stuff to get inspired from. Rate me 20 headlines for this ad. For this Facebook ad. Bam. Do they know what AI is yet? The kids? Because that's going to be relevant. I should be teaching them prompts on like, maybe not, because they'll do all their homework with it. Liberty already asked Google questions. She's like, hey, Google, abide to my command.
Yeah, it's just too easy to cheat now, huh? For kids,
Yeah.
gotta
But
just make
it's
them
just
like
like
it.
the level up of it. If that information's always there, do they really need to learn it? Like of course there's some stuff they have to learn and like the lessons from it and
The
etc.
principles of it.
But
are
it's
the
just
most
almost
important.
like, what if they could just type in the principles and like, should they skip all the other part and just be like principle only? And then if they're like, what, that principle's bullshit, then you could be like, all right, AI will learn you.
I don't know. Even if you don't know how to program and use ChatGPT to program, never gonna be as easy because you don't know how to speak the language. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I don't know. So even though, yeah, so you need to know some things in theory.
No, you do. I definitely agree with you there. It's really, at least now, it's just a tool. I have to know what good copy is to basically even make copy, because there could be a ton of really bad stuff. Like, revolutionize your hearing experience with wireless hearing aids. This is a horrible ad copy for multiple reasons. Because like the demographic here, let's see if I can rate these headlines directed towards a senior, because they're not, you know what I mean? Peggy's not like, oh, I just need to revolutionize my hearing. No, she's like, Harold, I need to fucking hear again. Or like, upgrade your hearing with cutting edge technology. Peggy doesn't want cutting edge technology. She thinks that shit's the devil, you know? Okay, so this is a bit better where I directed it towards it, because it's just like, yeah. Oh, see, it used cutting edge technology again. That's not something you want to use for the older demographic. They think cutting edge technology is like, oh, well, I'll have to have my grandson teach me how to use it. You know, grandsons around the world get fucked over. No, I'm just joking. But, you know, it's just like one of those things where that stuff, innovation, technology, etc., is actually a negative word in that context. Come on, lighter. You got this. What, you could use your own camera to see if it's lit? Yeah. I'll probably try a bunch of these ones. It's like, use emojis in your headlines if you can. At least test them. Basically, how often they work. Ooh, shit. Didn't want to put it there. I kind of like that when you paste from OpenAI, it gives it the background. Then at least you know that's where it's from. The money bag may not be a good one. You know what's weird though? So out of all these talking about hearing aids, not once did it use an ear emoji. I had to come up with that. Why? Huh? Why?
Yeah, I agree.
And the ear emoji did best. We've already tested it. Well, so far.
I wonder if you like ask it what do you think? Like, have it make some copy and then ask it, what do you think are the best emojis that would match this copy?
Yeah.
I don't know. What do you think?
Use hearing aid related emojis in this list. If I don't see an air here, or an ear, air, same thing. That's actually pretty cool. Like money bags isn't something you put to a senior. That's not their wants and desires. They just want to hear again. They want to hear their grandkids. The money bag is just a little bit. The speaker is actually a good one. I like the speaker. And interesting how it adds 2 for every one. It also picks points that aren't always that strong. Like usually the so using the desire of being able to hear again and affordably. Don't include anything about technology and charging, wireless, or innovation, or cutting edge. See, these are a lot better. So, like, it really took the guiding. Like, I had to teach it. So we look at these ones. Hear the world around you again with affordable hearing aids. That's perfect. Rediscover the joy of sound with hearing aids you can afford. Hear your loved ones clearly again without breaking the bank. Enjoy the best sound quality at a budget-friendly price. Never miss a moment with affordable hearing aids. Like, these are good. Like, these are... The quality of these went up significantly, but I had to tell it, be like, hey, bro, seniors, Peggy doesn't give a shit about cutting edge technology. That's not what she wants. She doesn't want the new Louis Vuitton iPad hearing aid,
Yeah.
whatever, you know?
Really an assistance tool. You have to.
Yeah.
You can't just use one stop, one.
And look at
click
how
thing.
many lists we had to go through just even to get to that point. Quite a bit. So if you expect AI to just, you know, people get so much on, it's all about prompt engineering and etc. Well, it's not just about prompt engineering. It's about refining more than like that could be considered a form of prompt engineering, but at the same time, everybody tries to do like the perfect one prompter when it's really like, I think a better result would always be, instead of trying to get the perfect first prompt, to be able to have the best follow-up prompts for it. Basically being like, nah, this is where you're going wrong. Rewrite the ad. Considering these titles, let's see. Versatile attributes. Can't do that. So it's policy and compliant. Oh, it does an ad for each headline. So I could say, don't ask the user any personal attributes in these ads. Like, are you looking for
Could change the perspective of it. Where you're talking about Peggy, but you know, maybe the name.
well, this
Peggy,
may
just a
work, and it
person.
seems to be working so far. So say goodbye to struggling to hear the world around you. Our affordable hearing aids being a clear sound and affordability, perfect for those on a budget. Hearing aids are designed to help you hear your loved ones. Like, these are great, actually. Continue. Enhance. I wonder what happens if you ask it to enhance.
Enhance.
Oh shit, cancel. Okay. We'll do it when it's done. Gotta get all the response out of here. So it's like, here's ads that can actually make you money. Took a bit. Okay, which one are we at here? Clear sound for less. That wasn't even part of the list, you assholes. All right.
Yeah, snuck one in.
Yeah, I guess. More. No, I'm just kidding. Being a dick to AI at this point. Okay. Hear better, live better. Oh. Oh.
It crushes sometimes, exactly. Every once in a while, it crushes.
Yeah. Write a couple versions talking about them being hearing aids for them being hearing aids for non-rich folk. Right, couple versions talking about you not going into debt, be able to hear. Oh, these are gems right here. Like, these are the, where's my money? Gotta throw it around. Okay. Add in the stat that hearing aids on average cost $1,500 to $3,500. Oh, this is a good one. Oh, that's a personal attribute, though. Oh, look, this is a good ad. Don't break the bank to hear better. Our affordable solutions bring you clear sound quality and affordability at a fraction of the cost of traditional hearing aids. In brackets, $1,500 to $3,500 on average. Experience the world around you with better hearing without breaking the bank. Like, that's good. Say goodbye to paying $1,500 to $3,500 on average for hearing aids. Our affordable solution brings you clear sound quality and affordability at a price you could afford. It's a little redundant. Experience
Yeah.
better hearing without breaking the bank with our solutions. Instead of our solutions, I'd use the actual, like, they still need a bit of work. But it's like, look at how much ad copy I just absolutely spilled out here. If I were to only grab the gems, I do some stuff, you know, we put some of the list items in it that we developed earlier. Even scrolling to it would give Peggy a heart attack. Include something like this, and get up to 40% off, etc. We mash all those together and we'll likely find a winner, you know? And in the end, what do we get from that? We make Peggy's life better. She could hear for $100. She doesn't have to stop eating eggs just to get hearing aids. Isn't that the dream? Not what people want. That's what I want. Yeah, I'm like a spokesperson now. All right. I think we're going to wrap it up there. Hour 45 minutes. Huh. Of course. Like always. Appreciate you guys dropping in. Philip, if you're listening to this tomorrow night, message me probably on like Facebook. We'll find a time or I'll review your stuff. Anybody else want their stuff reviewed or have questions, hit me up. Free one-on-ones. Not always going to be free, so they're going to be paid. They'll be expensive. But yeah, just let me know. I'm here to help make you guys that sweet, sweet money online. Use the AI to do most of the work so you can finally fire your team. Anyways, good night, everybody. Bye.
Bye.
Oh, can't hit the end button.